Hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in from our super top secret hunting spot. We have made it, and we just got all loaded up. Mason is ready to rock and roll, and we've got all this beautiful, beautiful country around us here. So we're right at the base of the mountain. We've got to go back in that way. It's probably a mile and a half back up in there, but we're going to head that way, and we'll check in with you from time to time. So we're loaded kind of heavy. We've each got an extra gallon of water on us that we're gonna drop off up in there once we get in there, so that we can access that later on. So Wyoming James checking out from the parking lot here. We'll see you on the trail. I bet it's closer to three. I bet it's closer to 3 right now, but
3 miles then.
But all 3 of them have been uphill, huh?
Yeah, all 3 of them uphill.
Good deal. So Mason's mad at me. He thinks that I should remember every single one of these trails like it was just yesterday I was here. So he's a little bit butthurt because back there's where we just came from. And up there's where we're going to. And he's not a big fan of climbing over all this deadfall. I'm not a fan of it either, but I realize that's what you gotta do sometimes, so he's not talking to me right now. He's really mad.
I'm not tall enough.
He's just not tall enough to get over the deadfall. I think he's afraid it's gonna well, never mind, that's adult content. So we're just checking in from the side of the hill here. We've come a ways. We've come quite a ways. It's just right here where we're at. It's just dead calm. We can smell elk. We're seeing elk tracks, but we've yet to see an elk track with a hoof still in it. So that's what we're looking for. But we got nowhere to be. It's starting to get on towards late afternoon, early evening. Stuff's gonna start moving around. We're gonna be in position where we can see them. So that's the plan. Alright, so we've made it down out of that dog hair timber that Mason was so fond of. Now we're just kind of perched up here, down below us here, about 180-degree view. We've got some open meadows. It's still way too early, but we're probably going to try to just catch our breath here and get a cold drink of water, and then we're going to head down further to where we can get a little better vantage points where we can see a little bit more all the way around us. So, but it's beautiful up here. I mean, it's everything that I remembered it being. So we'll check in with you shortly. All right, so that was pretty intense. That was fun. We ended up counting 6 bulls right there in that little meadow. They came out right behind us, just right over the hill here. There was 6 bulls. 2 sets of them were sparring, and you could hear. Hopefully, you guys can hear it on the video. It's clack, 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 clack. It was neat. That was a first for Mason. That was the first wild bull elk he's seen while he's been holding the tag. And kudos to him. He's the one that actually spotted them. So we were sitting there facing the other way because he and I were just looking at another one. I had spotted one way, way, way to the west of us, probably 2 miles or better. And I just saw him come up over the top of the hill, and I said, right there, Mason, that's a big bull. And it was a good bull. From that distance, you could see horns on him. So he was a big one. So 15, 20 minutes later, Mason says, Dad, look behind you. He says, don't move, don't move. So I cranked my neck around real slow, and sure enough, here come this raghorn bull out of the trees behind us. And out of the trees followed another one, and they started sparring, and then another one, and on. So there ended up being 6 total bulls in that little pasture. So they're right up there in that. They went into those trees up there, so we know where they're at. We know where they live, so we'll be back. I probably made a mistake. I thought, hey, and because none of them were real barn burners, so I told Mason, I said, here's the deal. If we can get up this ridge, I'll cow call to them, and maybe we can bring them in. And it didn't work. I cow called a few times, and they just kind of got nervous, and they boogied. So, but it's all right. We're going to let those bad boys start rutting real heavy, and we're going to be right back up in here. So it's good. We found elk. Mission accomplished. We got our water dropped off, got it cached. Mason was able to find a carbon arrow from some unfortunate bow hunter. Look at that thing right there. Let's just point her out right there.
Right there.
Yeah, so he found a carbon arrow that some unfortunate bow hunter had lost, probably shot at an elk. But this was a great day to be Wyoming James. So we're going to make our way out of here. We might check in one more time from down near the pickup, but I doubt we'll have any light left. So thank you guys all so much for following us along. Remember, in the future, you'll want to go to my Wyoming James 187 YouTube page. I will put a link in the description on this one, and that way you'll be able to follow along with my hunting exploits. So also, if you want, slip over. Mason has one called
Wyo Adventures.
Wyo Adventures. So he's going to be putting the content that he's building. He's going to be putting that on Wyo Adventures. So Wyo Adventures, I'll put that one in the link in the comments below, and you guys just follow along, because this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be moving chickens in the morning, this in the afternoon. So stay with me. Wyoming James checking out from high in my secret spot. All right, so we made it back to the truck, and we're just on the road heading out. We got it pointed towards the highway, and we're both wore out. I'm beat personally. I know Mason is. He's got a dandy blister on one of his heels, and he thinks it's the end of the world. But we're gonna get him patched up, and we'll come do this again. Now, fair warning, we are gonna lay off tomorrow. We hit it really, really hard today. We probably went harder than we should have, but we're going to lay off tomorrow, but we're going to be back at it. We know where those elk live, and we're going to come get some. So, Wyoming James, our man Mason, checking out from the secret spot. Adios.